Hey world. So I'm just kind of in the middle of like a conflicted feeling dilemma of wanting to delete all of my social media and getting rid of technology as a whole, and also wanting to pursue social media for money and popularity, I guess. Even though I hate saying that because I mean it's not really a popularity thing, it's just I guess it is actually, but it's also more of I guess kind of making friends online. Like I'd hate to put it that way cuz I don't know any of you. You guys know me, but I don't really know you. But I guess in a sense the people that comment on my posts more often, I definitely do have a sense of care for, and I appreciate your existence. So, I mean, in a sense, I guess you could call it that. But, anyway, what I'm trying to say is there's good and bad to social media and technology. Social media, I feel like, is very time consuming. It's very surveilled. There's cameras. We got cameras in our phones. We got cameras in our TVs. We got microphones in our TV remotes. And guess who can hack into remotes? Hackers can hack into your remote. Hackers can hack into your fucking outlet. They can put a little chip in there and hack into your outlet and get access to your phone, give you a charger with a fucking hack in it. It's not a joke. And I'm just saying, like, why is all our technology, why is it fucking, what? Why? I mean, I think it's cool, but I also think it's weird, you know? Like, because I'm just staring at my fucking phone the whole day, and I don't even like watching shows or anything. Not really. And I'm just like, but if I'm in my house all day, what else would I do with my time? And that's where the whole dilemma comes, because it's like, if I'm at home, what else am I going to do? Sew? And then what? Spend time with my cat? And then what? Clean the house? And then what? Cook a meal and overeat? And then what? I don't know. That's a good question. But I mean, even if I got rid of my technology, everyone else would still have it. So what the fuck good is that going to do me? You know? What good is that going to do me? If I get rid of all my technology, what good is that going to do me? Because everybody's going to look at me weird. Because I don't have a phone. Because I don't watch TV. Because I don't own a TV. They're going to look at me weird. They're going to go, Scarlett, why don't you got a TV? Well, because I'm scared. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not scared. And I do have a TV. I'm just saying, like, if I weren't, if I didn't have a TV, they'd be going, why don't you have a TV? Because I'm a bitch. I don't fucking know. But anyway, I don't know. What should I do? Like, I enjoy talking to myself on camera. And I enjoy doing social media, but I also enjoy real life. And I feel like doing social media takes away from socializing more in real life. And I love socializing in real life. Like, I'm a social person. Like, I'm not like a really outgoing and loud person, but I'm a social person. I love socializing. I think it's fun. And, social media is, it's a useful tool, but there's a lot of little assholes on here. And, there's assholes everywhere. I'm not gonna lie. There's assholes everywhere. But, at the end of the day, you get access to more assholes when you post yourself online. And that's a dilemma, too, on its own. Because it's like, do I really want these people to have access to me? I don't fucking know. I really don't. Would it be better if I was at peace with no technology and just lived an Amish lifestyle, I think Amish people have phones. Because I know they have credit cards. Because they, at Lowe's when I worked there, they used to bring credit cards, so. And drive cars sometimes. Sometimes they drive horse and buggy, but yeah, they're always nice as far as I'm concerned. They're nice people as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I've never really had a rude Amish person, so I could say that much. You know? No, they were always nice people. Hell yeah. More power to you. And honestly, you know, I don't know, but I feel like social media does have its issues. Like, people are addicted to social media because they don't know what else to do with their lives. And I'm like, even if I were to get successful on social media, what would that do for the world? Like, I would want to help people, you know? I would want to do something to help somebody. You know, I wouldn't just want to exist. I wouldn't want to just be funny or something. I would want to help people. I would want to help them with their lives because I feel like I'm a helpful, wise person. I am a wise person. I've been through a lot of shit. Like, I just posted my story on when I was suicidal and moved to Hawaii and had a bunch of miracles and angels come into my life. If you want, you can watch that. I ended up making a video on that a long time ago, but I deleted it. And I think this one's better because it covers more in a shorter amount of time. Pretty much. But, it was a very liberating experience. I could say that. But, I ended up moving to Colorado at 19 with a stranger from Badoo, which is a dating app. I'm not going to give you his name for social purposes, but he took me with him in his car, and I never met him prior. We didn't even video chat or call on the phone. Call me crazy, but my mom and stuff got his license plate and a picture of his ID and stuff to make sure he wasn't a murderer. Or, I mean, he could have been, but, I mean, he could have killed me. But I'm fine. And, you know, I'm going to tell you a little bit of what happened. We drove there, and the whole drive was kind of weird. He wasn't really, I don't know. We weren't really vibing on the same frequency, I guess you could say. Like, I was more chill and nice, and he was more, like, kind of, like, I don't know, I got, like, this angry vibe from him for some reason. I don't fucking know. But yeah, he ended up wanting to cuddle with me, and I was like, oh my god, this is so soon, because I just fucking met you. But, I mean, prior to that, I was joking about smashing, so there's that. Smashing meaning fucking. That might be on me, I don't fucking know. Maybe I was leading him on, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna do something crazy, don't joke about that if you don't want that as soon as possible. Because these people, they're horny. Hornier than you. So, ew. My apologies. Please, forgive me. Oh my god, why is my face? Woo! Sorry about that. That was a coughing fit from crazy booty hole hell. Oh. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. I remember when I was there, I ended up making a mukbang on my first channel that I ended up deleting. I've had 3 channels now. My second channel's still up, but I don't have access to it because Google locked me out of my own account. Bitches. So I had to start all over on YouTube. I would have had over 1,000 subscribers at this point. But no, I just want to be an asshole. So, I mean, I got 610, which is good. thank you for 600 subscribers, everybody. I appreciate you for watching me and even subscribing. Thank you, because you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to subscribe to me, but you did. Yay! And that's very nice. Thank you. So, I guess my point is, if I'm going to be online on mass media, I would want to help somebody. Not just myself. I would want to help people heal their inner world. Because I've done my self-healing journey. I went from wanting to kill everybody to being a peaceful, happy, nice person. And that's a very giant jump. You know, it took years, but I'm still here. And, you know, I'm where I want to be. I'm who I want to be. And I'm very happy with myself. I'm very happy with the progress that I've made. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Because I could have been a real fucking bitch that would have ended up in prison. But thank God I'm not. And I really got to thank myself for that too. So, thank you, me. But yeah. I'm just very, you know, I'm very grateful that I could heal myself. Because, you know, I was down at the pits of little hell. And then I rose up to heaven where I belong. Because, you know, if you're going to be a little hateful, murderous bitch, I never killed anyone, but I definitely wanted to. I wanted to kill everybody because I was so angry. And when you're that angry, you don't have love in your heart, which is very sad. It was a very sad existence, which is why I became suicidal, and then I moved to Hawaii. If you want to see that story, you can watch it. I literally just posted it. It's a 30-minute video. It's a very interesting story if you want to listen. It has miracles that happened to me at my arrival. Because I went there with $1,200 in my pocket, no place to stay lined up, and a bunch of things lined up for me, and everything happened right when I needed it. Even though I was scared shitless when I got there and started crying, everything happened for me. So I wasn't a great person at that point in time, but I still had good in my heart, and, you know, I'm human. Human beings are very complex creatures. If human beings go through a lot of pain, I feel like they get hostile. Because they're hurting, and they feel like they don't love anybody, and nobody loves them, and they're just angry. And I understand, I've been there too, okay? It's not the end of the world. First of all, your life's not over. Second of all, chill the fuck out, okay? I know everything seems like a big deal, and you want to kill people, but chill the fuck out. Because at the end of the day, bitch, I was that person too, okay? And you're talking to me, because I know what you're going through. And you might look at me and go, yeah, right. Baby, you don't know me. I was a psychopath. And when I say psychopath, I used to, and I'm going to be very honest with you people, I used to go around for hours in my room, pacing around with a knife, acting like a demonic entity. And I'm not even joking. I kind of have footage of that on my second channel if you want to look at that. I would record myself. Well, I wouldn't always record myself because sometimes I was a fucking creep. I was always a creep doing it, but sometimes I was just a little too much. You know, it was just like drooling, cross-eyed. You could call it a demonic possession, but that's not really what it was, necessarily. I think what it was anger. I guess in a sense, energy is negative, so, you know, whatever you want to call it, but, yeah, I was a very angry person. And yes, I wanted to kill people. I wanted to kill everybody at that point in time, and I gotta tell you, It is now not really on my mind at all, ever. So, that's great. It's fantastic. And I'm very happy with who I am now. Because honestly, if I would have went down that ugly, fugly path, I would have been in prison. And I would have never came out. So, there's that. And, yeah, that's really it. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about, bruh. I don't even know what the fuck I talked about. But I just want to help people. In my journey that I've had, I feel like I've had a lot of pain, a lot of experiences to wisen my body and my soul. And I'm very wise. I am. I'm a very wise person, and I know how wise I am. And you might not look at me and go, oh, you look wise, but I am. I'm very wise, and, although sometimes on this channel I'm immature and perverted and sick and twisted, at the end of the day, I'm definitely, by sick and twisted, I mean my sense of humor is kind of fucked up. That's just who I am, bitch. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, trauma does that to you. When you go through things, well, bitch, that's what it does. You just find it funny all of a sudden. In a joking way. Not that you find the situations funny. It's just whatever. At that point. Fuck. But anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, if I were to continue social media, I would want to help people and help them raise their vibrational frequency, even if it's at a super low level, like wanting to kill people. Because I've been there. So I know what it feels like to want to chimp out and attack every fucking person in your path. I know what that's like. And, although I'm not that person now, it's still a piece of who I am. Not that I'm gonna be a psychopath or anything. I'm just saying, like, if I need to, I will become one. Like, if I'm in danger, bitch, you're gonna unleash the demons. That's all I gotta say. There's creepy people in this world, and I'm one of them. And I'm gonna tell you that. I straight up am one of the creepiest fucking motherfuckers. However, and I really mean that. You might look at me and go, yeah, right, Miss Bows in your hair with the curly hair and the big ass. I know I got a big ass bitch. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, just because somebody looks like they're not a creepy fucking murderer, doesn't mean that they're not. And I'm not saying that I am, because I have never killed anyone. But I did have the urge to do that constantly for years. From 19 to 25? I don't know. It was a long time. I'm not really sure when it stopped. I wasn't fucking keeping track. Probably 24, 25. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I don't fucking know. I wasn't keeping track. Okay? I know it was definitely up to 23 at least, because that's when I worked at McDonald's. I was definitely still there then. Yeah. I was definitely still there then. But anyway, whatever. And I just gotta say, like, people are weird. I'm weird too, but, I'm not as weird as I was. And I'm very happy about that. And, although, I'm not a creepy psychopath anymore, it's still part of my soul. If I'm in danger, listen, don't be weirded out, okay? If I'm in danger, I will unleash the beast. But if there is no danger, then there's no beast. And that's all I have to say. If there's no danger, then there's no beast to unleash. But if there's a dangerous path, a danger that comes toward me, like if somebody wants to assault me or something, then I will unleash the beast if I need to. Do I want to? No. Do you know how long it took me to be who I am today? It took me a long time. It really did. No therapy either. I was my own therapist. I did my own inner work. And that takes fucking a lot and a long time. And I think YouTube might have helped with that. I'm not really sure. I have no fucking clue. Maybe not. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. But anyway, I'm not a killer, okay? No, I'm just being honest, okay? I'm being honest because I've never done that. I really mean that. Like, I really genuinely do. I'm just saying, like, I know there's going to be some people out there who go, why do you keep saying that? Well, because, I know, people are going to go, why would you want to kill people? Well, because I was a fucking angry bitch that was in an abusive relationship. He threatened me with a blowtorch. He tried to beat my ass. He fucking assaulted me. That shit makes you angry. And it made me so angry at the point where, but I'm sure he knows too, so we're not worried about that. I'm sure he knows too. And honestly, I'm not going to hold a grudge for, I don't care, peace be with him. Because honestly, I was a bitch. Sorry, but you were also not that great. You were an asshole. Asshole, bitch, it's bada bing, bada boom, bitch. That's really all I gotta say. But at the end of the day, I don't hate him anymore. I really don't. Because, I understand why he was angry, and I also understand why I was angry. And that's okay. We were both angry. We weren't meant to be together. And that's okay. There's always somebody meant for you. And it wasn't me. And that's fine. And that's it. I just hope he finds happiness, honestly. And I'm just I'm at peace, I'm at peace with who I am. And that's important. It's important to be at peace with who you are. Because if you're not at peace with who you are, then you're in pieces. You're not together. You're in pieces. Yeah. I don't know. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. But my soul is happy, is what I'm trying to say. And I've done a lot of inner work. And I think that I can help people. Is what I'm trying to say. I can help people who are angry. And who want to kill people. And who want to, I get it. I understand. I really do. And you might not think I do. You might think that you're worse than me. Well, maybe you are. You might be. At the end of the day, I still understand. I understand the urge. I understand the anger. There's a lot of anger. There's a venomous anger. The world's most venomous snake is this anger. Bitch. But what I'm trying to say is that, if you want a good future, you gotta be better. You don't want to spend your life in prison. For what? To rot away in depression? No. That's what I had to tell myself. I did. I told myself that because I didn't have very much sanity left at that point, but there was a hair. It was a thin hair, but it was a hair. And I said, yeah, this is the hair. And the hair is, I don't want to go to prison. And that's what it is. You know, nobody wants to go there. That's an awful place you don't want to be. No. A cage? Are you kidding me? No, thank you. A cage with other people in it. No, thank you. Where you gotta smell each other's shit. No. Just get away. You know, no thanks. I don't want any. Ew. What I'm trying to say is, you know, sometimes you gotta tuck yourself out of things and just, you know, watch something peaceful that makes you feel a little better. Like birds, you know, birds tweeting. Just do nothing for a bit. Just close your eyes and look at the stars in your imagination, okay? You know, isn't it weird how we could close our eyes and see something like a chicken or a fish? How can we do that? That's weird. That's real weird. What is that? That's weird. If you really think about it, that is real fucking weird. Well, anyway. I don't know. I'm just weird. I'm a weird person. Hi. My cat's listening to me. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing, kitty, witty, witty? He looks so pretty. I always tell him how handsome he is. Even though I joked about making Chinese, I don't know. It's a joke. First of all, it's a freaking joke. Second of all, I'm not going to do that. I love my cat. Some people probably be worried. They'd be like, you want to do that? No, bitch. It's a fucking joke, bitch. Chill. I would never do that. Not to my cat. Unless I had to. Unless I was starving and dying. Bitch, do I look like I'm fucking starving to you? No, I don't. Like, that's really it. But, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is I want to help people, and, you know, if you're on the wrong path, you already know. You know, you do. You can see the future in the mind's eye. You can see yourself in prison. You can see yourself in court. You can. That's what happened when I was, you know, doing these things in my room alone, creeping myself out and punching things and all that. I was visualizing what would happen if I did it. Courtroom, crying, anger, and probably guilt, and also, you know, prison. No thanks. I'm not going to ruin my life just because somebody else decided to be a fucking cunt. You know? I'm not going to ruin my life because someone else is a fucking asshole. This is my life, you know? This is my life, and I'm going to make it the best life that I can. Okay? And in order to do that, I'm going to make friends, right? You're going to make friends because you need to do the inner work. You're going to be fine. You know, just try. Every day you try is a day that you did good. That's all I got to say. If you're trying, you're doing it. And it might not feel like you're doing it because it might take years and years. Like, it took me years. It did. And I'm not going to lie to you. It wasn't an easy thing. It really wasn't. If you think it was, you're out there. I'm sorry, dude. You're crazy for that. If you think it's going to be easy, sweetie, it ain't easy. It ain't. That's why I'm proud. Because I know that I did a 360. A 360. Okay? So, the fact that I'm here being a peaceful person, happy, and kind, That's weird. That's great. I think that, that's possible for anybody. I think what you need to do is try. And cry. If you're in pain, cry and try. That's my advice. Cry for the people who hurt you. Cry for them. Okay? Cry for anybody. I don't know. Yourself. Also, use an outlet. And you might be going, what are you talking about an outlet? For anger, you need an outlet. I had outlets. Okay? The gym. The gym. That was a huge outlet for me. At that point in time, I was strong. When you go to the gym, think about everything you want to do. I'm not joking. You are going to be the best at the gym. I'm not fucking joking. Visualize yourself fighting while you're lifting weights. I used to do that all the time. I used to visualize myself killing people while I was on the Stairmaster. While I was running. I'm chasing you. I'm chasing you. Like, I'm not joking either. I'm chasing you with a knife. I'm not fucking joking either. I would do that. And I was good at what I did. I was great at running. I was great at lifting weights. I was great at the Stairmaster. I could go an hour for level 12 to 14. It was fantastic. I'm gonna get you. Like, it's not, I know it sounds like a sick joke, but that's because it is. And I mean it. I mean it. But yeah, the gym, martial arts. There's an outlet. It's called fighting and getting strong. Now, martial arts would help, but always remember to use, if you're going to do martial arts, don't use it to hurt people. I mean, that's the point. But what I'm trying to say is, don't let that evil get ya. You got to be at peace with your strength and do it for the outlet itself, not for wanting to harm people, okay? I mean, yes, look, just do martial arts or an activity. Not drinking, not smoking pot. No, go to the gym. That's my advice. Go to the gym, do martial arts. Try boxing. Try boxing. I'm serious. Because, I mean, now, here's the thing with boxing is that you gotta actually hurt somebody. It might feel really good, but you'd probably be a great boxer. And I really mean that. If you want to kill people, go be a boxer. Yep, that's my advice. Go be a boxer because that's a fucking job. You know that's a job, sweetie? Why go to prison when you can be a boxer? Do it for fucking money. I used to want to do that. I used to want to be a boxer. I would have been a damn good fucking boxer, swear to God. I really would have. I trained. I trained in my house alone to music, to really fast music, and I got my punches so fast that I couldn't believe it. And now, I can't do it anymore, okay? This was fucking years ago, okay? But my fucking punches were fast. And they were hard, okay? It wasn't just like punching paper, okay? It was, I'm punching it because I want to murder it. But fast. You know, I don't know. That's how I fucking think of it. Believe me or not, I don't give a fuck. It was a part of my past. That's how I felt about it. You know, I might not have been as strong as a man, but I definitely was a damn strong woman, okay? And you can't tell me no, because I know for a fucking fact I was. Because I worked out a lot. And I did training, for punches, I did iron bone training as well. If you know what iron bone training, it's a martial art training where you fracture your bones so that they get bigger and harder. That's what iron bone training is. And iron bone training, I'm not a professional, okay? If you want a professional advice, then go look it up. But anyway, iron bone training, you do it on your legs, you do it on your hands, you do it on your forearms, okay? Look it up. You gotta get lumps on your fucking tibia bone. Lumps. And then you gotta roll them out with a giant metal weight, and you gotta put a lot of weight on it like you're getting hit by a car to roll out the lumps. That's what I used to do. For fun. Why? Because I wanted to kill people. And that was my outlet. Yes, it was. Hurting myself. And it felt good. It felt fantastic. And I know you might be going, how could getting hit by a car make you feel good? Oh, bitch. You don't know me. I don't know. But do I want that anymore? No. I mean, I could see myself enjoying it, though. Especially if I got real angry. Don't make me angry. No, we don't want that. No, because, like I said, it's like a resting dragon, okay? The dragon's sleeping, okay? But if you wake the dragon, he's still a dragon, you know? It's a good metaphor thingy, isn't it? It's still a dragon. It's a dangerous, creepy dragon that can breathe fire and get angry. No. That's really it. But yeah, I don't know. Iron bone training might be something you want to get into if you got murderous urges. That's a good one. Fracturing your bones until they get harder? Yeah. Do it. Oh yeah, in order to get lumps on your tibia, you have to kick a metal pole real hard. Or tree. Now, I used to punch trees, and I would also punch hardwood, and I would also kick metal poles with my tibia, and I would also train my forearms with metal poles. And honestly, I think I probably ended up punching the metal poles too, but I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta do something. When you're that angry, you gotta do something. Because if you don't, bitch, I don't know what to tell you. But you gotta have an outlet. Not drinking. No. Because I remember I was mad and I was drinking and I broke my mirror. And I woke up and I went, whoa, why's my mirror broken? And I looked down at my fist, bloody. And there was puke all over the ground. No, don't do that. No drinking. No smoking pot. That's my advice. Just be sober and have an outlet. The gym. Martial arts. Boxing. Boxing is a job. It sure is. It really is. If you're that angry, be a boxer. That's my advice. Because if you want to use that to your advantage, there is a job. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's why they're there. It's because they're angry. There you go. Go train for that. That's my advice. You might be famous and great and rich. You might be angry, but you'll be famous and great and rich, and you won't be in prison. Good for you. Well, I'm just saying, I used to want to be a boxer, but then again, I was also like, because I would also watch MMA videos, and I would watch these girls. The girls, oh my god. When I watched the girls fight versus the guys, the girls didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And I would hate to say this, but when you compare the two, the girls really don't have any rhythm. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I really genuinely mean that, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. The guys, they know what they're doing. And I'd hate to say that because I'm a woman, But those guys, they know what they're doing. The girls, sorry ladies, now I think you're very strong, but I think that, compared to the guys, there's just a lot less rhythm. Okay? The guys have a rhythm. They know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Monkey instincts? Rah, yeah, wah. I don't know. But I don't fucking know. That's just my perspective when I watched it. Now, I never actually, did MMA or anything, but, when I watched it, I was like, the female ones I didn't like watching because I was like, I'm not going to learn anything from this. I'm going to learn stuff from the males because they know what they're doing. I can fucking see it. The girls, they were fighting. I'll tell you that, but they would beat each other's asses. Don't get me wrong. They really would, but I'm not saying that they're not strong. I'm not saying that they don't know how to fight, but I'm saying that compared to the guys, there's no comparison. Which is why you don't see guys or girls fighting. And that's the fucking truth. And yes, a guy could beat my ass, and I realize this. But I'm also, I used to be strong. I don't know about now. I'm not really sure. I go to the gym once in a while, but I'm not really like, I'm gonna kill people. I'm not like that anymore. So, I think actually not going to the gym has helped me with my anger issues after I used it as an outlet for so long. Because the gym I would associate the gym with the angry feeling. So, when I come out from the gym and had a hiatus and didn't go there for years, it really helped me get rid of my anger issues after I used it for an outlet for so long. So, yeah. You might think, you might think going to the gym might be a good thing for me, but, sweetie, you don't know nothing about me, okay? You really don't. You might when you watch this video, but at the end of the day, you still don't, because I can explain it, but you weren't there. You weren't feeling it unless you're feeling it now, but you weren't there in my body. I was. I knew how creepy I was. I knew how weird I was. I knew how scary I was. I was a fucking freak. And I'm me. And that should tell you something, okay? That should tell you a lot. Honestly, it was like a horror movie. Anyway, I'm done talking. I really gotta stop. It was, but I was the star. It was bad. And honestly, I'm so glad that I'm not that person. I am, but I'm changed. Yay! Anybody can do it. And I really genuinely mean that. You just gotta try. Every single day and work on yourself. Try to be better. That's literally it. Once you try, you want to. You gotta want it. You can't just go, I don't give a fuck. If you don't give a fuck, I can't help you. But you got to try. For yourself. For your own future. Because that's what I did. I tried for my own future, and now I'm here right where I want to be. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.